Hi guys, here I am in a really boiling hot car. I cannot get my phone to sit anywhere because it just keeps falling over. I'm gonna have to set up some new kind of recording studio system. I'm just in between jobs, cleaning jobs, and I find the cleaning jobs sorry, I keep looking around because I'm just sitting in my customer's driveway thinking, is she going to come home or she's going to be like, what's that girl doing in the car? Okay, I need to calm down. So what I was saying is that when I do cleaning jobs, I find it takes me into a really meditative state. So in a sense, when I go to my day job as a self-employed cleaner, I get the chance to just kind of zone out and reconnect with myself and listen to the messages that are coming in from, you know, source, spirit, the stars. And this is just going to be a short little video because, you know, I've been wanting to do a podcast episode for a couple of weeks now about the new moon coming up this evening in a few hours time. It's this evening in the US. Sorry, I'm not in the US, I'm in the UK. Yeah, about 5 o'clock this evening, roundabout. So about midday in the US, and depending on which state you're in, obviously. All these time zones, literally all the information that I have going around my head all the time is so confused with time zones because, you know, I talk to so many of you from all over the place, and then I think I speak to people in the Philippines and they're in a different time zone, and then people in Australia, they're a different time zone. So I'm constantly like, what time is it with you? But yes, very briefly, full moon in Aquarius this evening. Full moon is all about heightened emotions, a completion cycle, the culmination, the fruits of our labours. So, and now my phone's started vibrating. I haven't turned that off. Sorry if that you can hear it coming through on the audio. And Aquarius is all about humanitarian pursuits, and it's about looking out for other people. It's not a very you know, Aquarians get a bit of a bad rap, bad rep. So I'm sun sign Aquarius, and it's a kind of an emotional detachment, and they're very much kind of loving and caring towards the collective, but on a one-to-one basis they can be a bit shut off. And I think the really positive thing to do here in this particular full moon that we're having is to shine a light out towards other people, and a kind of healing light. And think back to 6 months ago, so when we had the new moon in Aquarius, which would have been end of January, early February. The new moon in the sign is always the same as the sun sign that we're in. So say, for example, we're now in sun sign Leo. The next new moon we have is going to be in Leo, which I think is coming up on the... I've got the number 8 in my mind, but I need to check the details. I haven't written those down to record this quick video. But yeah, think back to the intentions that you were setting back in late January, early February, and the creative ideas that you were setting, and also look to see where that new moon was falling in your birth chart, so which house it was in, and maybe if it was contacting any planets in your natal chart. So say it was in your 5th house, say you've got Aquarius in your 5th house, so look to the outer ring of your birth chart to find the double wave symbol for Aquarius, and then look to the inner segment of where that outer ring is pointing to, if that makes sense, and you'll have a number there, and that is the number of the house. So say you've got Aquarius in the 5th house, this would be really creative and unique and humanitarian ideas towards creativity and children and expressing yourself. So it's like an Aquarian way of looking at Leo type energies, so sun energies. And so where that new moon was late January, early February this year, sorry, it's so hot, I feel like I'm in a greenhouse here. that's where we're now going to be seeing the culmination and the fruits of our labours coming like full circle, really, in a completion cycle. And these full moon energies are active for a day either side, of, you know, intensely so in terms of intentions and completing projects and purposefully working with the energies. So like I've been talking about in my new moon phases readings, which are really going really well at the moment, actually, and I'm getting a lot of really positive feedback from them, is that when you're living your life with intention and purpose, you tend to find that the sense of synchronicity and the universe listening to you becomes hugely heightened, and in that way you can attract the life that you want towards yourself and start working with yourself. And the real gift here with this full moon is to be, yes, thinking about yourself and your own intentions, but more so thinking about others and how you can be helping them. Because when we give out to others in that really creative and full, you know, that full moon, think of the full light of the moon that we have right now. You know, it's going to be so bright this evening, if we can see it in the UK, if we have a cloudless sky. Think about that full light in terms of love and passion and creativity, and how we can radiate that out towards other people, you know, the very Aquarius themes, how we can radiate that out towards other people, and how we can use our own unique perspective in life to help brighten up everybody else's life, you know, to help illuminate other people's joy, really. And that is the main idea of this full moon in Aquarius. Also think about technology, seeing into the future. You know, Aquarius is, they always say it's like light years ahead of their time. So this is thinking, you know, in 10 years time, I'll be running a business doing this or that or the other. You know, I'm very like, on a personal level, I love to start new businesses and be self-employed. And I'm always thinking, okay, so what's my project going to be in 5 years' time? Where am I headed? You know, and I'm thinking in terms of the astrology. You know, astrology is very Aquarian in terms of subject matter. It's a very Aquarian pursuit. And thinking, okay, so you know, the last new moon was in my second house, so it's all about how I earn my money. And then this full moon is in my 9th and 10th house, because I have sun sign Aquarius in the 9th house and then a little bit of the 10th house, because signs can cross over houses as well, so you have a little bit in one house and a bit more in the other, and so on and so forth, which I'll explain a bit more in my astrology course, which is still in development, actively in development, which is very exciting. And so yeah, it's like now this full moon is here in my 9th and my 10th house. This is to do with truth seeking. The 9th house, you know, Jupiter ruled, so looking for truth in the world, connecting with people from other lands, so talking to people abroad via social media. You know, this is always a thing that I bang on about, because I do it, you know, very much on a daily basis at the moment, in a very North Node Gemini way. I'm not actually traveling in that Sagittarian, South Node Sagittarius, which is travel the world, go on the plane, you know, actively firing the arrow and seeking, but I'm doing it all in my mind and through communications, but, you know, from my living room or from my car, for example. Very Gemini in my locality. So that's just an example, really. And then the 10th house is career and status. And so like, it's kind of like, where were those intentions set? And now where are we at the completion stage? And back then, earlier this year, I was setting intentions to have an active astrology career, and having it as part of my day job. And here we are 6 months later, and it is very much, you know, I'm getting astrology work in every week, and it's just about trying to find out how that fits in with my life. Where can I fit the time in to do it? And with the cleaning work, and then having a young family and, you know, friends and social life and everything like that. So it's all about just kind of like figuring out how these things work into your life. And have you considered everything? You know, the full moon can often shine a light on secrets and things that we didn't necessarily plan for and consider. So I think with that said, I'll leave this video here. I'm sorry it's so short, and I'm sorry that I am so warm. Now it looks like we're about to have a thunderstorm, which is great. Hopefully it'll clear the air and the intense emotions that are filling up today. And just know that if you are feeling very intense, full emotions, I've cried a few times today already. It's not even lunchtime. Just know it's completely normal, and I've had to tell myself all day long, it's just the moon, it's just the moon, and this is how Mother Nature intended it to be, and it's completely natural, so don't beat yourself up about it. And have a wonderful full moon in Aquarius, and I'll see you again really soon for a more refreshing and less warm episode. All right, lots of love to you all. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for your lovely messages, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.